Welcome to you all, dear listeners, as we enter into the season of Beltane for the Northern Hemisphere and Samhain for the Southern Hemisphere. Beltane brings in that beautiful, fertile renewal of the land, the promise of brighter, longer, warmer days, where people can stretch themselves into new life after a long winter and often fickle spring. It also celebrates the May Queen and the Green Man in their union. Samhain, on the other hand, takes the people into the cycle of the darkness, where the earth lays down her life, the outer fertility ceases, and death of the inner reigns. It also celebrates the ancestors. These are two polarities that are living side by side in our world and living intimately together within us all. Both the dying and the fertile rising are needed for the evolution of life, and what may appear as two very distinct seasons and energies ultimately have the same face, and that is the face of possibility. I have lived most of my life with the face of uncertainty, and correspondingly with the face of possibility. As a teenager, I had two aspirations. One was to travel, and the other was to serve God, or the universal goodness. I said that first I would travel, and then I would take up my service. I had just turned 18 when I left my home country of New Zealand to travel. I was 19 when I began my dedicated service to the Divine One. And then the two combined, service and travel. During this time, I had no other aspirations. I merely followed every inner prompting in the moment. And sometimes they became long moments, such as 6 wonderful years studying psychoanalytical studies and anthropological and world religions in my mid-20s. Other moments took me deep into the mystical and contemplative world and into body-sound explorations, sacred, poetic performance, and on it went. I had no desire to teach or to write, but that is what I have done for the last nearly 30 years of my life. I have to say here that I had moments, swayed by others, of wanting to manifest certain things in my life. That path never really took off for me, and quite frankly, made me unhappy. But the life that I had lived with no aspirations and simply following where every step took me gave me great freedom, joy, and wonderful friends and colleagues. My life was full of possibility without even thinking about it. There were no expectations and therefore no disappointments. I was happy. And sure, sometimes there were times I received a no to requests I made, but not often, and I simply saw those times as another possibility waiting to happen. I didn't judge the times when nothing was happening, because I did not deem that as bad or anything wrong with it. I simply relished it. When life became full, I didn't complain about the work because it was stimulating me. I was what I call in my book, Feminine Courage, living the daughter of light. I would like to read this excerpt for you. The daughter of light, the maiden, the daughter of day, daughter Sophia, these are all names given to the exuberant daughter energy within us. She has come to be personified through Mary Magdalene, who is also known as the Holy Bride, but in reality, this daughter bride lives within each one of us. She is the one who dreams visions of what she and this world are to become. She is the one who holds hope in her breath and spreads it across the earth with every exhale. Faith is her middle name, as she knows nothing other. The lightness of her being is infectious, as are her laughter and the suppleness of her light body. The daughter of light knows freedom from societal expectations and roles played for gain. She sees through the falsity of these and wants no part of them. She births through her soul a revolutionary nature as she stands in her own land and cries out for others to join in the play of a new world consciousness. Her energy is boundless and boundaryless, and she is on fire with her visions and cosmic thoughts, which are all wrapped in a natural innocence of awe and wonder at this creation. This daughter who lives within us is the one who brings forward our inspirations, our creative nature, our sensual delights and dreams, always calling us to her land of freedom and play. Do you remember her? Have you ever truly known her? The answers do not really matter, as she is alive and waiting now, truly delighting in the moment. No matter where we find ourselves chronologically in this life, the daughter of light still has her part to play, her gifts to offer. If we deny her because now we are in the latter phases of our life or because of our gender, we deny ourselves the vibrant and inspirational play of our being, and a heaviness and solidness will set in, often in the form of lethargy. We will begin dragging ourselves to those places we formerly loved, with everything taking on the form of effort and manifesting as fatigue. Our senses will become dulled, and a feeling of lifelessness will set in. We may also find it difficult to remember the vision we had for our life and this world. If so, it is time to call on the daughter of light. This daughter delights in roaming through the spaciousness of life. Even if there is no specific vision at hand, she is not disturbed, but ventures out into the unknown land of this life, simply opening to what life may offer her. In fact, it is through this venturing that her visions come to be. She is not narrow or solid, but fluid and flexible, allowing people, events, teachings, and her own creative and spiritually imaginative world to be in a constant flux of evolution. It is not uncommon for her vision to change. And she doesn't have a problem with this, as she is busy moving with the pulse of life. She is busy moving with the pulse of life. It is we who find the change problematical, which we often label as unstable. And this label of instability has been used as a weapon against feminine energy. It has been used as a source of shame and control, but the reality is that no one can control the daughter. And if you try, you may then discover and encounter the dark side of her being, who will fight for her freedom. But again, this doesn't bother her. It is all part of her play. Let us call back our daughter of delight, the one who can help us remember joy in our lives, laughter in our bellies, and the rekindling of our deepest desires. She holds these desires for us and waits to give new, expanded ones. Let us not only go back, but also forward, stretching into desires we would not even think to own. For this, we need communion. We need to enter her divine playground so we can remember the spaciousness and largeness of our being and not hold back in disbelief. Let us also follow the daughter back into our bodies, where we can join mind, body, and soul in divine communion through our dance, our lovemaking, our song, and our gardens. The physical needs your soul to honor her too. She, the physical, is the grounding of all the soul mysteries. Without her, we remain as disembodied spirits bound for another world. The daughter reminds us that we are welcome here in this world, and she seeks her embodiment through you. She needs you as much as you need her. May we meet on fertile ground, the ground of our inspirational and creative forces. So this quote, this excerpt, comes from my book, Feminine Courage, Remembering Your Voice and Vision through a retelling of our myths and inner stories. Now this daughter of light is also, we could say, the May Queen, coming to take her rightful fertile place. She will choose those worthy of being her green man and will not bow to any societal expectations around that. She does not know inner security or fear, and so she is not swayed by that, personally or collectively. My prayer is that we, as the daughter of light, will open to the dreams and visions wanting to come through us, that we will hold hope in our breath and exhale it across this earth, and that we will stand tall in our land of faith and revolutionary and evolutionary nature. Here is a prayer. This prayer also coming from Feminine Courage book. It's the prayer to the daughter of light. Daughter of light, I call to you from the deepest recesses of my soul. I call for you to return to the land of my soul, where it waits to give birth in this world. Bring your inspirations, your dreams, your new ways of being, especially those ones that I cannot even imagine. Why do I hold so tenaciously to the old solid ways when they do not make me happy? May I trade futility for fertility. And may we together breathe into these deadened bodies and hearts, enlivening them for the adventure that awaits. May we break open all those places that have closed and withered. May we dance freely in the light. So as you dance through your life, wherever you find yourself, may the infectious energy of this daughter release you from any lethargy or heaviness, and may she lead you into a new fertile life, whether that be into the darkness or into the light. Each are the face of possibility. Blessed Beltane or Samhain, wherever you may be, Arahanui.